Okay, so with the trade, I would probably wait until it goes under $10, $15. Then buy as many as you can. That's my philosophy. I don't like to buy any stocks from now on more than $20 a share, because the more expensive it is, the less shares you'll be able to buy. The less expensive it is, the more shares you'll be able to buy. You usually got to focus on dividends, but when it comes to individual stocks, uh, especially new companies coming out, my philosophy is to sit and wait, observe, see how it's progressing over time, then come in. Going in the beginning off emotion is the worst thing you can ever do. Okay? And I've seen the positive side of doing that and the negative side. And at this point in the game, I want to be able to capitalize on every situation instead of investing in something where I'll be upset at and for putting some time and effort and money into it. Okay, where I could have waited and been able to make a real serious profit from that particular investment. So enough about the stocks and investing at this point. I'll go more into that, but right now I just want to talk about my hometown of San Francisco, since it's getting a lot of publicity lately and in the last couple of years due to people exiting from San Francisco and other areas around San Francisco due to the high rent costs and due to the homelessness and due to the dot-commers, not the dot-commers, but the techies and many other situations like the fire and things like that. I'm just going to give you my perspective on how each of those particular issues coming from a person who's actually from San Francisco. Okay, you know, I've seen a lot of YouTube's channels about going to San Francisco, where to eat, where to travel when you're in San Francisco, and it's always somebody who, majority of the time, 9 times out of 10, is somebody who's not even from San Francisco. So now you have somebody who is. So as far as the homeless situation, like I was saying last time with the homeless situation, that's been going on for years. This is nothing new with homeless being on drugs, opium, stuff of that nature. Okay, that's been going on ever since I'm a little kid. I'm in my 40s now. Okay, so it's been going on for like 20, 30 some odd years. Okay, with the homeless situation. Now, the things they don't talk about when it comes to people who are homeless in San Francisco is that many of the times people who are homeless are coming from another state or city. They don't tell you about that. A lot of these states, they push their homeless to San Francisco. All right, many people believe that many of these homeless people who are in San Francisco are from San Francisco. A lot of times, it's not even from San Francisco. It's people like coming from Seattle, coming from other states out of San Francisco. So that's one thing. And two, many other times they know that these individuals coming from out of state are living in San Francisco will have benefits. They receive a lot of benefits like medical, dental, food stamps, a place to live. Now, in order for them to get a place, it's a waiting game. They may wait for years in order for them to receive housing. So that's why you see a lot of people living on the street, because they're waiting out their time in order to find a place. Okay, in San Francisco, because it's too expensive. Only opportunities they have for a place is probably in the Tenderloin. I mean, 9 times out of 10, everyone knows that the Tenderloin is one of the worst places to live in San Francisco. Okay, because you have people who are on drugs, people are selling drugs, people are robbing people. A lot of things happen in the Tenderloin that, you know, I mean, it's notorious for trafficking, it's notorious for drug dealing, it's notorious for people being on meth, being on type of drugs, okay, low income. So everyone knows about that, and that's like one of the worst places in San Francisco. Okay, so a lot of people don't want to live there. homeless where they can receive the benefits and save money. Okay, so that's one thing. Also, people are just focused on the homeless who are on drugs. Now, there's the other side of homelessness where people who been in rentals for 20, 30 years, and then all of a sudden their landlord decides to raise the rent and force all those people who've been living there for years out. And eventually they allow people who are willing to pay more money, especially those techies, willing to spend more money on a unit. Okay, so you have slumlords who are trying to make a profit, and not just profit, but super profits. So that's another thing. So not only you have people who are homeless on drugs, but you have people who are homeless and can't afford the rent. Okay, so that's another thing. And people can say, oh, San Francisco is nothing but liberals, and this is the reason why you have people homeless and on drugs. But okay, I guess people, like I said in my last video, I guess people forgot that at one point we had people who were conservative who was running San Francisco as well. Okay, all right, you had people like Schwarzenegger. All right, I guess people forgot he was governor at the time, and we still had the issue with homeless. So it doesn't matter if you're a Republican or you're a Democrat. The issue is that we need to stop blaming one another and come together and try to come up with solutions to help out people who are homeless. I mean, as I last was there, I see all these new condos being built, but yet they mean to tell me they can't find housing for low income, but you can find housing to build new condos? Really? You mean to tell me you can find a location to buy new condos and charge all this rent, but you can't find places where you can build affordable income for low income people? Really? Is that what you guys are trying to push out there in San Francisco? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Really? Okay, so we need to stop blaming one another. Forget if you're a Republican or you're a Democrat. Let's come up with solutions to the problems. Can we do that? If we could just spend less time bickering and more time trying to come up with better ways to have a better life for everyone instead of individually, then we can probably make this world a much better place. Okay? So let's start there. Let's stop with the bickering. Let's stop with pointing the fingers and just come up with solutions to help individuals. It's not just individuals who are homeless, who are on drugs. It's individuals who cannot afford the income that a person who's in the computer field, okay, in computer science, all right, okay, 1-bedroom apartment, $3,500 a month. Really? That's more than 30% of your income, okay? If you're a teacher, if you're a police officer, are you in some form of white-collar field? Okay, I mean, that's probably what you try. That's probably the bare minimum what you can afford, and you probably can't even afford that. Okay, so 9 times out of 10, you're probably living with roommates, you're probably living with family just to survive. Okay, out there in San Francisco. So things are becoming very, very expensive out there. Okay, I made it through the dot-commers. I remember they came in when Clinton was in office, and people were doing the dot-com. People were very successful, and then that bubble bust. Now we have the techies, and people are buying up property. I mean, you have shacks out there about the dilapidated buildings, and people are buying it and fixing them up. Okay, you don't even have a front yard, you barely have a backyard, and you barely have rooms in it, but yet they're buying them up. Okay, and people are exiting San Francisco, and then on top of that, people are trying to move, and they can't move because if they rent a U-Haul truck, it's almost $2,000-$3,000 to rent a U-Haul truck just to move out. How ridiculous is that? So you can't live in the city because it's too expensive. It's $3,500 a month. But yet you try to move out into another state, another city, and you can't even do that because it's $3,000. So what can you do? What? Only thing you can do is what? Sell all your stuff, or donate it, or throw it away, and then just pack up your car and leave, or just live in your car and make YouTube channel talking about living in your car and find ways to go take a shower and find ways to sleep and find places to sleep at night and sleep in the parking lot. Okay, really? Really? Okay. Now, okay, and then we have a president has the nerve to talk about my city, talking about it's dirty and it's drug infested because we have liberals there. But yeah, he failed to mention about New York. Last time I was in New York, okay, I seen garbage all over the ground. Okay, I didn't see no garbage in bins and places. The place was dirty too. Now, no disrespect to New York. I love New York now. Okay, this is like a larger version of San Francisco. Okay, but I mean, you can't talk about point at one city and then have two fingers pointing back. Okay, all right, and then this person. Oh, don't let me start on Trump. Don't let me start on Trump. But that'd be a different channel, a different segment, a different channel for that one, because I got a lot to talk about that about Trump. I mean, who doesn't? I mean, there's a whole line they talk about Trump. But let's focus on San Francisco, since I'm born and raised, and you really need to hear from somebody who actually was born there. Okay, last time I was there last summer, and I mean the hospital that I grew up in, St. Luke Hospital, is no longer there. It's under a different name. I mean, a lot has changed. Okay, all I see is a lot of high-end condos being built, but yet they can't find affordable housing. Okay. I don't get it. All right, so we need to stop with the bickering and just try to come up with ways to help out the homeless. And I agree with the tax. I think it should be a tax. I mean, how are you gonna come in to San Francisco and take advantage and make money in San Francisco and exploit it and make all this money, but yet you don't want to contribute? You want to give back to the community. Okay, you want to get rid of the arts. You want to get rid of the literature. Okay, you want to get rid of the music and all that, but yet you feel like, okay, why they want me to pay more taxes? Because people are losing their homes and people are not being able to live here, and the culture is leaving, but yet you're blaming me. Yeah, you are a big factor of that and why it's happening, because you are causing prices to go up, housing to go up, prices, mortgages to go up, rent to go up. Okay, yeah, you are the main culprit for it, so you should put money into it to help with those individuals who are trying to make it, because they're not in the type of field you in. Okay, you coming to San Francisco, you come from another state, another country, you're exploiting people, you are pushing people out of their normal routine and push them out into the outskirts and push them out into another state, but yet you're there, you're taking advantage of what that city has to offer, but yet you upset because you have to pay more in taxes. Really? You're a billionaire. You're not a millionaire, you're a billionaire, and you upset. Really? Of a few extra dollars that you got to put towards somebody who is not in the same field you are, but yet they trying to contribute to the city as well in their own way. Really? Think about it. How selfish is that? Really? Okay. I mean, pretty soon some of you guys will be going in where you probably move to Texas, move to another location, because things are getting more expensive for you. Okay? You'll feel the burn just like everybody else. All right? But at this time, I mean, if you're making money, you're a billionaire. I mean, what's wrong with a little few dollars? Won't you help out in building a affordable housing for the homeless, or those individuals who couldn't afford living in their rented apartment? Okay, help out the teachers, help out the firefighters, help out the police officers. Why not? They contribute too to the city as well, just like you do. So why not help them? Okay, bring the culture back, bring art back. All right, I mean, be a captains of industry instead of a robber baron. Any means necessary just to make a profit. Okay, give back. All right, right. Gospel wealth, right? Isn't that about giving back? Why you make money? Okay. Or are you a robber baron? Are you just about exploiting people, making money off of them, and taking advantage of the system? So that's one to grow on. That's part of my life lesson, is to share wisdom and to give back and make sure that other people are trying to give back, not just trying to take advantage of one another just to make dollar. Okay, I mean, this is a type of society, yes it is, but at the same time, we all are here together. So why not make it better for everybody? I mean, if you got more money, why not? I mean, you're not gonna lose out on it. I mean, you still gonna make money as long as your business thriving. So what's wrong with a few dollars being taken out and given back to the community? What's wrong with that? Give back isn't about giving back. Aren't you guys always talking about giving back? Right? You're making this money, giving back to a certain percentage. Well, there you go. Do it in taxes. How about that? Okay. How about that? So, for those who are billionaires out there in San Francisco, in my hometown, okay, exploiting, taking advantage of the opportunity, all right, once you get back, okay, if you need suggestions, hit me up, subscribe to my channel, all right, I'll give you some suggestions, I'll tell you what to do, okay, I'll tell you from my perspective, somebody who's actually from San Francisco, okay, I'll tell you about the homeless, how to deal with the homeless. I have solutions. If you want solutions, I'll give you. All you need is your money, to put up your money, and I can show you how to go about doing it. I'll actually come back to San Francisco, to my hometown, and we can meet up, and we can start from there. If you need suggestions, if you need help, actually people who are born and raised in San Francisco, who've been living there for years, I can come back to San Francisco and help those billionaires, millionaires who are making money and want to have solutions to help out those individuals who are struggling, for those who actually want to help out and acting like they're a victim and upset and mad because they want to tax you. Okay, at the end of the day, you're still going to be a billionaire, even if they take taxes from you. Okay, you're still going to do better than probably 99% of the rest. You're the 1%ers. Okay, you make it more than the 99%. So why not give a little back? Okay, they're not talking about taxing you half of your income. They're just talking about a percentage. Okay, and it's probably less than probably the average person who's living in San Francisco. I mean, it was a time in history where people were spending in taxes 55%. Okay, and now you only spend like 20%. Okay, so what are you mad about? All right, you can only buy so many boats. You can only buy so many mansions. Okay, why not give a little back to the community? Give back. Okay, so stop feeling like a victim, stop acting like a victim, and start coming up with solutions. If you need solutions, you can hit me up. Okay, subscribe to my channel. All right, we can do podcasts, whatever we can do Skype, whatever. I can talk to you billionaires. I can come back, somebody who actually born and raised, who experienced homelessness, who experienced getting back on their feet, okay, making a better life for themselves, okay, went to school, went to college, everything, okay. Somebody who has some form of intellect, who has the idea of the city, who lived in the city, not from living in the poor parts of the city to living in the rich parts of the city. So I've been to many places, okay, like Hunters Point, to the Mission District, to the avenues. So I have many perspectives on many ways on how to deal with homeless, many ways of the minimum wage, okay. The problem with the minimum wage is not just the minimum wage. The problem is that we have jobs with no benefits. All right, many people are trying to be contractors. I don't understand how people want to be contractors. Okay, because pretty much you're working for free. Because if something was to happen to you, you get hurt, not just on the job but at home. What you gonna do? You're gonna go to the hospital, okay, where they're gonna take majority of your money because it's very expensive when you're in an emergency. Okay, when you don't have health insurance. Okay, now if they was to fire you, you can apply for unemployment, right? Did you know that? Do you know that if you're a contractor and if they decide to fire you today, that you cannot even apply for unemployment? So what sense that make? What sense does that make? You put yourself in a position where they can fire you and you can't apply for unemployment, then you're pretty much working for free. Okay, when you don't have benefits, okay, if you was to get hurt on the job or at home or something was to happen to you, you and your family, what you gonna do? You're gonna go to the emergency room. Okay, you know how expensive it is going to the emergency. I hope you have money saved up because all that money gonna be gone. Okay, then what you gonna do? So you're pretty much working for free. All right. To me, I wouldn't even consider that a job. Okay, if you're not working 9 to 5, if you're not pulling down benefits, if you're not working 40 hours a day, if you was to get fired and you can apply for unemployment, then to me that is not a job. That is not a career. That is not a job. And you're wasting your time, and that shouldn't even be counted as part of an unemployment to me. Okay? Anyone that counts that as unemployment is lying, and it's not honest statistics, and the numbers are a lie. I won't even follow the unemployment right now. I won't even follow that this is actually the real unemployment percentage numbers. To me, I think it's a lie. And this person, this president, is trying to act like he's making this country better by bringing down the unemployment, which the numbers are fake to me. I don't even believe these numbers, to be honest to me, because if you count the contractors, you count those people who stop looking for jobs, part of unemployment, then the system is rigged. Okay? All right? Okay? I mean, this person, this president, acting like we were in shambles before he came in. Okay? All right? I've been through the recession. I remember the recession in 2007 when I was, when I had to actually leave San Francisco. That was part of me leaving San Francisco, was the recession. Okay? Part of me leaving was the dot-comers. Okay? And then when I left, then I had to face the recession. Then I was here where I'm at now and dealing with the recession. Okay? And with that, I have to say, no way I can live in San Francisco during that time, because people were losing their jobs, people were walking away from their homes, okay, during 2008, and then that President Obama came in and had to turn it around. Now that was a real success. That was a real turning the economy around. This now, I don't even believe that this economy right now is good. Now, with him coming up with these tariffs and fighting with China, guaranteed we're going to suffer due to that. All right, things are going to become more expensive. That's going to lead to inflation. Okay, they're going to have more jobs being lost. Okay, he keep trying to tell the farmers that he's going to come up with solutions and help with their help the farmers, because they're not making so much money, and they're going to come up with incentives to help them, which they're still waiting on these incentives. Okay, many farmers are being affected right now because of the increase in the products that they have to use to the price of the product being sold to other countries. A lot of farmers are being affected right now. Okay, things that are being used to build cars, food is going up, cars are going up, clothes is going up, everything around us is going up. Okay, and people are talking about the economy. We are making more money and things are looking up. If you're talking about making more money when you got to work extra 10, 15 hours more a week, more money, hello, okay, how's that more money when the price of eggs has gone up, the price of gas is going up? Nobody's talking about gas going up. Okay, I remember when Barack Obama was in office, they was giving him slack in hell because of the gas prices going up. Now they're going back up, and I don't hear nobody saying anything to this president about the gas prices. I don't hear nobody talking about, okay, everything around us is going up. The food is going up, clothes is going up, cars is going up, rent is going up, mortgage is going up, everything going up around us. But yet, they don't seem to talk about a livable wage where people should be making $20, $30, $40 or even more an hour with benefits. I'm not talking about no contract work where they could just fire you on the drop of a hat and then you gotta look for another job. Hello, that's not a real job. That's not a job. Anyone think that's a job? They're lying to you. Okay? Right now, you either be in a field, a career, making 40 hours or more with benefits, okay, with a 401k, or you should be trying to start your own business. It's either one or the other. Starting your own business, being an entrepreneur, or a career where you're making good money with good benefits, 401k, and you should be trying to max out the 401k whatever you need to be doing. You should be saving money because, yeah, it's good right now. It seems good. That's the impression they're trying to tell you. The economy's looking good, but tomorrow can be down in the dumps because of this trade with China, the international trade with these tariffs. Okay, you think you're playing? You think this president is trying to come up with ways to negotiate with China to make it much better for the United States? It's not gonna happen. Okay, what's gonna happen is people gonna start losing their jobs here in the United States. Things are gonna become more expensive. All right, that's what's gonna happen. That's the next phase. Look around you. Sears is going out of business. All right, Toys R Us that went out of business. All these companies are going out of business. These brick and mortar businesses, everything is going online, and it's not just Amazon that is affecting the economy. Other businesses are going online. That's where everything is going. Okay, all these malls, all these places, McRoder, buildings that used to have all this traffic is going away. Many of these jobs, many of these companies are foreclosing on. They're going out of business. Look around you. Okay? All right? Things are not accessible as they say. All right? If you have a job, have a career, put money away for a rainy day. Continue saving. Continue investing. Continue maxing out those 401ks. All right? Keep doing that. All right? Signing out. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to come up with many topics. I'm not going to limit myself to one topic to this channel. I'm going to be talking about many things, to the president, to investing, to IRAs, to traditional IRAs, to RITs, to just budgeting in check, just being able to budget, save money. To coupons, to clearance, to many issues that are going on today that'll keep me afloat, keep you afloat, and everyone else afloat. Okay, so make sure to sign up to my channel. Make sure to like this channel. Make sure to like the topic, and I'll have more. I couldn't wait until June to start this channel. I had to start now because so much is going on, and you need someone out here to look out for everyone else. So my name is CB. Subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like this channel, and I'll come out with more. I'll try to come out once or twice a week. So look out for me. With that being said, stop talking about my city. Love my city. And for the tourists, keep going to my city. And those who are in business there in San Francisco, the homelessness is not going to affect your tourism dollars. You're always going to make money, okay? Let people in. Stop trying to charge people to use the restrooms. That's another thing. Businesses, in order to use the restroom, you have to buy something, okay? All right, that's why you have people using the restrooms out on the public or on the streets, because you have so many restaurants stopping people from using the restroom, okay, because they have to buy something in order to use the restroom. Let's talk about that. That's my city. If anyone going to talk about my city, it should be somebody who's from there, not somebody who is from another country, somebody who's from another city, somebody who's doing a documentary, okay? Talk to somebody who's actually from San Francisco, born and raised, all right? Stop charging people to use the restrooms. That's one, okay? If you want people, homelessness to stop defecating on the floors of the streets of San Francisco, allow them to use the restrooms, okay? They can, yes, all right, a lot of them are using drugs, that is true, but still, they are human beings, and they need to be treated like human beings, okay? All right, allow them to use the restrooms, okay? It's a shame for somebody to go down to Pier 39 and can't find a restroom, or can't go to the restroom and because they have to buy something. Is that ridiculous or what? Okay, you should be ashamed of yourselves. All right, be kind to one another. Show love to one another. Peace out. Subscribe. I'm out.